I'm Justin Bone. Welcome to another Coach's Corner with head men's golf coach Matt Lewis. Matt played this last weekend in Normal, Illinois. Wasn't quite the spring weather that we anticipated. So what was it like this weekend with the adversity that you guys faced?
Yeah, so we played in basically 30 to 40 degree weather on the first day. It did get up to 50 as far as the temperature. It never felt anywhere near 50. Winds were gusting over 40 miles per hour with some rain sprinkled in from time to time. We've played in that kind of weather before in those conditions. So the biggest challenge is the guys staying warm, basically keeping your stuff dry, and really just mentally being prepared for the adversity. It's the balance of staying warm but also still being able to swing with all the layers they're wearing. And I thought they handled it pretty well. The course played extremely tough. It really came down to almost like a link-style course where the downwind holes were holes you could score on, and the into the wind holes were hold on and try to make your par or bogey at worst. And the scores reflected it across the board. The scores were really high, and it was really a mental test. And I thought for the most part the guys handled that side of it very well. The next day, we played in weather that I've never been a part of before in my golf career, I guess, from a playing standpoint or coaching standpoint. We teed off, the wind chill was about 15 degrees, and we all had so many layers on and just tried to stay warm. At one point they were talking about canceling it, but for some reason they wanted to get it in. The wind was not strong, which was good, but it was just bitter cold. I mean, a couple of guys were joking that you wouldn't ski in this kind of weather, let alone play golf. But we did. We played golf, and then it got really tough when it started to snow. We played about 9 holes in the snow, accumulation of an inch or so when we were playing. And the tough thing was the greens got really slow. Water started collecting on the greens. Balls were, tough to really get the speed down around the greens. But, I commend my guys from start to finish. They were phenomenal with their attitude. There was no complaining. That a portion of the field is going to quit and really not be mentally in it because they don't want to be there. Did not see that from the guys. And we knew it. We knew it was going to be cold. We knew it was going to be tough. And it was really a mental challenge. And that was kind of the message going away from that tournament was they'll never play in anything like that again. And if they could handle that adversity, then they could handle the 50 degrees and rain will seem easy compared to what we went through. So definitely an experience, definitely a mental test. And I thought we passed with flying colors from that standpoint.
Talk about the second day with the snow and everything, and Drew Eisen played par. I mean, talk a little about his performance and what really impressed you and how he played.
With just watching him and several guys on the team, but his attitude was awesome. I mean, he had a smile on his face and was almost just embracing it. And that's kind of what we talked about as a team. You either can look at this as it's not fun, I don't want to be here, or this is kind of cool and I get to play in snow and this will be a great story someday. And I think that was kind of his attitude. So 16 pars, I think 15 greens, 1 birdie, 1 bogey. He had several putts that just didn't drop, but his ball striking was great. Gave himself a lot of chances, but just attitude was really good. The greens he did miss, he got up and down and just played solid golf and pretty awesome considering the extreme weather that we played in.
You return back next Monday and Tuesday at the Tiger Invitational in Columbia, Missouri. You played that last year. How does that benefit the team having the experience of playing in this tournament the year before?
Well, looking at the forecast, they're projected to get snow on Sunday. And it's going to be 40s on Monday and Tuesday. So, we talked about our next few tournaments, we're going to be dealing with this kind of weather. So from that standpoint, from a mental standpoint and a weather standpoint, it's going to be much of the same. The course is a very challenging golf course. It's a very long golf course. It hosts a regional championship a few years ago. It's a long golf course it's a tough golf course to walk. There's a lot of area to get around from green to tee. But knowing the course, it's going to be an advantage knowing the greens, kind of just the familiarity with the golf course in general. But it'll be tough, and in those kind of conditions with the weather, it'll be extremely tough. So once again, as golf is, another mental test from that standpoint. But the familiarity is nice. Knowing the course, knowing what the holes are like, and kind of knowing what to expect will be an advantage.
All right, thank you, Matt. This is Justin Bone with another Coach's Corner.